Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AMP Live and AMP Live TV. Eric Jimenez coming to you live here today for Friday and Friday highlights. I'm going to go through some of the stuff. It's the pulse of real estate today. So hopefully you've been well. Hopefully you're doing good. This is being streamed live on several platforms across social media in the United States of America and the world and all that good stuff. So definitely like, love, and share. I appreciate you. If you would do that, you can also hashtag Get Eric Paul Live. But we're going to talk about a couple of things to get you geared up for the weekend, for Saturday, for some Saturday training, field day. And if you're going into the weekend to hunt down some of these deals, I'm going to give you some of the marketing tips and trends that are happening right now, this week, this month, for Friday highlights in the pulse of real estate. Okay, so let me get to it. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of things up. I'm going to put this right up here for Friday highlights. Right? How do you know if you have a SubTo deal, regular deal, or any deal for that matter? You can also scan that QR code right there. Boom. That's for the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. It's only got about, I think it was last, I remember it was about 17 spots for the charter members and charter members only. So if you get a call from myself or my team, don't hang up, right? Listen to what they have to say. Be respectful and say, hey, yeah, what's up? Yay or nay. If it's for you or not for you, you're still in real estate. Maybe you're not in real estate. But we're reaching out because we're only looking for a select amount of people to come in as founders and charter members for the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. I'll be back at 6 p.m. We're going to talk about the pulse of real estate. We're going to talk about AMP Live, the American Mentee program, and all that good stuff, a different jam. But I'm excited about it, and I'm getting excited about the weekend and what's transpiring with all these deals and trends that are happening. I'm going to share that with you. Let me go ahead and get started here with a couple of things I wanted to share with you, right? And basically, welcome to the Pulse. Here's what the market is telling us this week, okay? So happy Friday, obviously, and welcome to the Pulse, the Friday highlights, the AMP Live Real Estate Show. I'm Eric Jimenez, like I mentioned. You can hashtag Get Eric Paul Live. You can like, love, and share. Appreciate it. Go to YouTube and all those different places. This is AHA, Americans Helping Americans. And tonight we're talking about the pulse of real estate, okay? So I got a couple of minutes here, and I'm going to shut it down. Then we'll be back, boink, for a new fresh live. We're going to get into these points that I'm going to share with you today. Now, what happened this week, what it means for your portfolio, and what you need to know before Saturday field training and things of that nature as you get geared up for the weekend to rock those deals. All right, let's go. All right, so I got my Eric's 3-point weekly market read where the rates right now, and what does that mean? What's going on with the rates, right? What does that mean for SubTo deals? Right? High rates equals more sellers locked into low rate loans equals more SubTo candidates, right? That's what I want to talk about first and foremost. And then second, number two, we're going to talk about NODs and NOTs. What the heck is that? That's a pre-foreclosure, right? Those are filings, volume in your market, depending on what there is. I've seen one where there's about up to 118, 112,000 NODs and pre-foreclosures that have been recorded. So obviously they're filing volume in your market. Is it going up? Yes, it's going up. We're going to talk a little bit more about that and the opportunities and how you can help your fellow Americans, okay? So more filings equals more motivated sellers equals more creative deal opportunities, period, okay? And that's what this is about, right? This is helping out our fellow Americans and rocking and rolling deals. Number three is days on the market. Super important, right? Days on the market trend. If days on the market is increasing, motivated sellers are sitting longer and getting more creative on terms. We've seen that trend. It's happening across the United States of America. And obviously, we're going to tap into that and talk a little bit about that. But specific to this week, which obviously today, Friday for Friday highlights in the week, what's happening with rates, inventory, and distress in real time, right? Where's the opportunity right now? SubTo, seller financing, or is it wholesaling, right? I'm going to go ahead and make a direct call on the next call, and actually on our next live in a couple of minutes, right? Where this week, I'm going to talk about the best type of deal in most markets and why. And I'm going to share some specific and actionable and not hedged type of information with you, okay? Every market condition, obviously, is going to be what we're going to be rolling into Friday. So make sure you have those pro tips and those opportunities to be able to get into that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because we have about 4 minutes here. And I'm going to go ahead and share those things with you. And then I'll be back in a couple of minutes, right? And when we come back in a couple of minutes, I'm going to go ahead and share those 3 points with you. Talk about the Friday highlights and the pulse of real estate, how it's going to help you in the market. Because obviously we talk to thousands of people every single year. We want to bring that to you and share it with you. And we're going to go ahead and let me see. I want to share this real quick. Where is it at? The marketplace. Let me get back to where I can actually see what's going on here. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to talk about, here we go, days on the market. So here's some of the things on the next live in the next couple minutes, okay? We're going to be talking about mortgage rates elevated, NOD filings and trending up, days on the market are rising, landlord fatigue accelerating, and wholesale spread is healthy, okay? We're going to get into all that good stuff, right? So we'll go from there, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And let me see what we got here before we wrap this up really quick. Make sure you check out that QR code right there. And we're going to get into obviously sharing this. Amp Live TV, like, love, share, always real, raw, and standing for truth. Home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show. We'll be right back, and we'll be coming back to you to share those 3 points and how it's going to help you for the month of May and cruising into summer. Okay, summer, got to rock and roll those summer deals. Okay, so without further ado, rock and roll and all what you do. We'll see you in a couple minutes.